So here we have our graphed system of inequalities. The inequalities are listed here. And now we're going to solve for the corner points of our graph here. So the first corner point I think we can see from the graph because it's on the y-intercept, and that is right here. That point is 0, 3. So we're going to plug that into our chart down here, the corner point 0, 3. So our next corner point up here is the intersection between these two inequalities. So we're going to solve that system to find the corner points. So our equations are y is less than or equal to 3/2 x plus 3. So I'm going to make that equals 2 so we can solve the system. And then we have y is less than or equal to negative 0.5x plus 7. So in order to cancel out the y's, I'm going to multiply this equation by -1. So we have negative y plus 0.5x minus 7. So now I'm going to add these two together to find the value of x. So y minus y is 0. 3/2 x plus 0.5x is 2x. And 3 minus 7 is -4. So then I'll solve for x, and we get x equals 2. So now I can plug 2 back into my equation, either one, and I'm going to use this one. So I have y equals negative 0.5 times 2 plus 7. So if I do this out, I get y equals 6. So my next corner point is going to be 2, 6. So for our last corner point, we have the intersection of these two lines right here. So that is y is less than or equal to negative 0.5x plus 7, and y is greater than or equal to 1/6x plus 3. So again, I'm going to multiply this equation by -1 so we can easily cancel out the y's. So now I have y equals 1/6x plus 3 minus y equals positive 0.5x minus 7. So we're going to subtract the y's and get 0 equals 0.66 repeating minus 4. So now we're going to solve for x.
Here we have more than enough points, plus our hole here. So then just go up.
Yeah, it's easier to expand when
I
passing.
love it. I'm already on chapter 3.
That's where our hole is. So
And we get approximately 6 because we rounded. So now that we have x equals 6, we can plug that back into either equation. So I'm going to plug that back into the original. Y equals negative 0.5 times 6 plus 7.
you know what, Austin?
So now I have, y equals negative 3 plus 7, so y equals 4. So now we have our last point, which is 6, 4. So as you can see, we've written out our objective function for this system. So we have 2x plus 0.5y equals p, or profit in a real world situation. So we're going to plug in our possible corner points to see what is the corner point that best satisfies this. So for our first one, we have 2 times 0 plus 0.5 times 3. Our profit is 1.5. 2 times 2 is 4, plus 3 is 7. 2 times 2 is 4, plus 0.5 of 6 is 7. And 6 times 2 is 12, plus 2 is 14. So our corner point 6, 4 best satisfies this system of inequalities.
All right, one last time just to look over it.
These are the corner points and also the point that most satisfies the inequality in graph. This was our objective function, p equals 2x plus 0.5y. A graph. Graphing's always fun. And also the 3 corner points that best suit, the equation. And finally, the inequalities that started off from the beginning. X and y are greater than 0 because it's a real world problem, theoretically.